एस्पिरेंट्स, ये वीडियो है मॉक इंटरव्यू ऑफ एनडीए एसएसबी रिकमेंडेड कैंडिडेट ऑफ एनडीए 144 कोर्स। इस वीडियो को बनाने का उद्देश्य ये रहा ताकि सभी स्टूडेंट्स ये जान सकें कि एक रिकमेंडेड कैंडिडेट का इंटरव्यू कैसा होता है, और साथ ही साथ में जब एक रिकमेंडेड कैंडिडेट दोबारा अपनी एसएसबी के लिए जाता है तो उससे क्या एक्सपेक्टेशंस होती हैं इंटरव्यू ऑफिसर की एट द एसएसबी बोर्ड। इस वीडियो में रिकमेंडेड कैंडिडेट का नाम है रोहित कुमार सिंह, जिनकी एनडीए 144 कोर्स में रैंक रही है 592, जो अभी अपने एनडीए 144 के कॉल लेटर का वेट कर रहे हैं। रोहित कुमार सिंह के बारे में आप सभी ने देखा ही होगा हमारे YouTube चैनल पे। यदि अभी भी आप रोहित कुमार सिंह की सक्सेस स्टोरी से वंचित हैं, आप चेक कर सकते हैं रोहित कुमार की सक्सेस स्टोरी हमारे सक्सेस स्टोरी प्लेलिस्ट में, जहां आपको पता चलेगा कि रोहित कैसे एक ऑटो ड्राइवर के बेटे हैं और बेहद ही हम्बल बैकग्राउंड से बिलोंग करने के बावजूद भी जो उनकी एस्पिरेशन रही है और जो उनके डिटरमाइंड एफर्ट्स रहे हैं, हमेशा से ही उन एफर्ट्स ने, उनके अप्रोचेस ने उन्हें मोटिवेट किया है अपनी लाइफ में बेटर परफॉर्म करने के लिए। तभी रोहित ने साइमल्टेनियसली एनडीए के एग्जाम के साथ साथ में अपना एयरफोर्स और नेवी भी क्लियर किया, जिसमें हर एक एग्जाम में वो पार हुए और फाइनली उन्होंने अपना एक डिसीजन लिया कि वो एनडीए 144 के तहत जो उन्होंने फ्लाइंग ब्रांच के लिए रिकमेंडेशन प्राप्त किया है उसको ज्वाइन करेंगे। इस वीडियो से होप आप समझ पाए कि किस प्रकार के क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाते हैं फाइनल रिकमेंडेशन वाले कैंडिडेट से, और साथ ही साथ में किस तरीके से एक कैंडिडेट एक्सपेक्टेड होता है उनके रिप्लाईज करने के लिए। होप ये वीडियो आपकी एसएसबी प्रिपरेशन के लिए काफी हेल्पफुल और बेनिफिशियल प्रूफ होगा।
Sir, may I come in?
Yes, Rohit, come in.
Good evening, sir.
Rohit, how are you?
Fine, sir.
Are you comfortable?
Yes, sir.
Okay, have your seat.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, welcome Rohit once again in SSB. As you have already secured All India rank 592 in India 144, so now it is going to be very interesting conversation with you. I am expecting that you will communicate in English only for next 20 to 25 minutes. I will be communicating with you in English. Now, let me know about your family background in detail. Tell me about your education qualification from 9th till now. Let me know about your hobbies, your interest, also about your strengths, your weaknesses. Can you tell me about your pocket money, how you manage, what is your monthly expenditure? Also let me know about your games, your participation in your games till now, and let me know how is your bonding with your elder brother, and what is your short term goal and what are your long term plans in your life.
So, starting from my family background my family comprises of 4 members. My father's name is Mr. Dinesh Kumar Singh. He is an auto driver. My mother's name is Mrs. Dhanavati Devi. She is housewife. I have an elder brother named Amit Kumar Singh. He is pursuing currently BA from Allahabad University. About my family background, my father belongs to Lucknow, and my grandfather and my grandmother also belongs to Lucknow. My mother belongs to Lucknow at the outer areas. She is from a village background. Coming to my education qualification, I have passed class 10th and class 12th both from Kendriya Vidyalaya New Kent, Allahabad. There I have entered in class 9th, for which I have cleared an examination of entrance examination where 600 candidates have been reported and only 40 got selected. I have scored 95 marks in 10th and 95 marks in 12th also. In my school times, I also played chess as a side activity. Coming to my hobbies, I would like to play carom and local games like gilli danda in my free time, and my interests are smartphone technology and doing some art and craft. Now coming to my next question, which is about my strengths and weaknesses. My strengths are my family background especially. My second strength is I am jovial in nature and I can adapt myself with others too in very easily manner. My weaknesses are basically there are 2 weaknesses which I think so. That is, first one is handwriting. I wanted to improve my handwriting too. The second one is I wanted to be more effective in public speaking. Now coming to the games that I have played chess as an game in my school time, for which I have also participated in national level competition. It usually held in Kendriya Vidyalaya Newkent Allahabad, national level competition annually, and I have represented my school twice. For the first time, I went to the regionals. For the second time, I went for the finals, that is for nationals. Coming to my relation with my brother and I have a sweet and sour relation. We usually often quarrel with sometimes, and we usually often get to interact with each other. And he is very supportive. He usually supports me in every decision, and he also he also wanted to see me as a successful person. As for this, he also used to do some household activities when I used to study. So can you repeat those questions which I have missed?
Okay, Rohit, it is very interesting, and I acknowledge your hard work that you could secure All India rank 592 in NDA.
Thank you, sir.
And this time you are here for technical entry, TS entry, right? So what is your expectation? Will you be called for NDA?
So definitely, I am expecting to be called for NDA within 6 to 7 days.
If you are sure about your NDA joining, then why you are here?
So I am very much sure about my joining letter, but it's better to have have a next opportunity. Why would I live? If I have been selected for the TES 44 as a candidate, I will definitely enroll myself, and I also like to enjoy my second recommendation too.
Okay, Rohit, I am giving you two options. Number one, your call letter is there for NDA 144 joining, and simultaneously this time also, if you get recommendation, then what life you would prefer, Air Force or Army?
So basically, I wanted to go for a pilot branch. It is not mandatory as an Air Force or an Army. But then also I would like to go for Air Force flying branch to NDA.
Then why should I select you? Because there is no use of making you recommended candidate, because already you will be joining for NDA shortly.
So it is not so that it may possible that I might get, as I am very much sure. But however, if something happens, then I am surely going to join TS also.
Okay.
And about the question that if I will get recommended, I am definitely going to get recommended this time too.
Okay, but your choice is Air Force, not Indian Army.
So my choice is to be a pilot in Indian Armed Forces, either Army or Air Force.
Okay. Okay, Rohit, fine. You want to be pilot, right?
Yes, sir.
So, which aircraft would you like to fly?
Basically, I don't have any aircraft which I have chosen currently, as I'm not very much aware about what are the technicalities and what are the some special things. Like basically in Su-30 there may be other thing, in Rafale there may be other things. But if anyone asks me, then I'm surely going to be opt for Rafale too. As I'm going for I will always choose the thing which is best for me.
Can you tell me about the name of squadron, first squadron of Rafale, which is located in India and it is newly formed too?
It is squadron number 17 at Ambala Air Base.
Okay, very good. Rohit, now I would like to know about, as you wanted to join Air Force or Indian Armed Forces in flying branch, can you tell me certain parts of any aircraft, let it be helicopter, transport aircraft or a fighter jet or fighter aircraft? Can you tell me some specifications, some parameters or certain parts of aircraft?
So there are certain, basically I was recently learning about aircraft, and I got to know about airfoils, which is the basic thing for any aircraft to fly. This is the main thing for which aircraft is flying. Aerofoils, it is based on the Bernoulli's theorem, and there are also wings, there are also fin, and at the bottom of the tail also. About the technicality, there it may be a one engine or a twin engine aircraft also.
Okay, so how many pilots can be accommodated in Rafale? Are you aware?
Yes, sir.
How many?
Basically, it is accommodated one, but sometimes as a twin pilot, twin seater aircraft is also there. It is used for trainer aircraft also. India is having almost 7 twin seater Rafale aircrafts, and only one has been arrived in India with 5 aircrafts. Only one twin seater, and rest of them are also available in the France for the training purpose.
Okay, can you name name of helicopters? Can you name 5 transport aircraft and 5 fighter which are in the inventory of Indian Air Force presently?
Starting from helicopters, there is HAL Dhruv, HAL Chetak, HAL Cheetah, then MiG 20, Mi-17 and Mi-25. Coming to the transport, it is Ilyushin 76, AN-32, C-130J, and coming to that fighter aircraft, there are numerous of fighter aircraft starting from Rafale, then Su-30, Su-30 MKI, HAL Tejas.
What is difference between Su-30 and Su-30 MKI?
It is upgraded version of Su-30.
Is it?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure about it?
Yes, sir.
What is meaning of MKI?
Sorry, sir, I don't know the meaning of MKI.
Meaning of MKI is made and compatible to India, and spelling of compatible is K since it is Russian made. In Russia, in place of C, K word is used, right?
Right, sir.
Okay.
Thanks for this information, sir.
Okay, Rohit. Rohit, now coming to your expenditure in on the daily basis, or how do you spend money, and what amount you take for your monthly expenditure?
Sir, I didn't take any money for my monthly expenditure, but whenever I need money, I used to just ask for my father and from my mother too. They used to give money, and nowadays I am also since during the lockdown, to support my family, I am also teaching students of nearby my area so that I could also earn something, and I must not become some kind of burden as for my family too. And I used to also usually support my father in this lockdown, in this pandemic.
Okay, great. Rohit, now tell me best moment of your life, and also I would like to know saddest moment of your life.
The best moment of my life is that when I got recommended, and the feelings and my joy got doubled when I got flying fit, as it is like a gift for me. Usually students who opt for flying branch, who dream for flying branch, get medical fit, unfit in some kind of things. Even they don't know why they get medical fit, because of some reasons, as they are unaware about their body too. And it's like a gift for me that I'm getting flying fit. It's like one of the about 1,000 persons.
Okay. Yes. And about the saddest moment of your life?
There are various sad moments, but one moment is that I was appearing for my 12th board examination, and I got to know that my mother is an heart patient. It was quite saddest moment for my life, but I continued my journey, and I again proved myself in board examination by scoring 95% marks.
Okay, can you tell me your routine during lockdown period, your routine in holidays, and how you are maintaining your routine nowadays?
In lockdown, my routine is just like waking up in 8 a.m. as there is no work for anyone. So I usually wake up at 8 a.m. and I used to also clean home with my family, with my mother especially. And I also used to cook food for some times with my mother. Then in the afternoon, I used to study. As I was very much linear at that time, as I got flying fit. And then after about 2 o'clock, after study and little bit of things, I used to teach the students of nearby my area. Then at the 5 o'clock, I used to collect some of my friends and go for games like carom, sometimes go for games like gilli danda, and at 7 a.m. I used to go for having a bath in evening too. Then I opt for dinner with my family. We all used to eat together, and at night of about 10 a.m. I used to watch IPL, then I go for sleep. And about the nowadays routine of my holidays, the same routine I follow. I used to wake up at 8 p.m. except while instead of teaching nearby students, I used to spend my time more on studies or sometimes more time on my phone. And about the nowadays routine, I wake up at 7 a.m. and I have a breakfast up to 9, and I used to prepare myself for SSB, that is for here, for which I am here, that is for TES entry. For last 15 to 20 days I am working on it, and till 4 o'clock I used to do this, and after that I play carom, especially with my friends, and I enjoy myself with others, nearby people, especially 3 or 4 people of my nearby only. As it's a corona time, I must not engage myself in very much other activities. Then at the end of 7 a.m. the same routine follows. I follow the same routine.
Can you tell me something about AI radar or about radar system which are used in Indian Air Force?
Indian Air Force basically deals with some radars like Rohini radar and Vikram radar, etc.
What is radar? First tell me what is radar.
A radio device and ranging system. Radio device and ranging system. It stands for radar, and it is used to navigate, to detect, and to help the pilots for navigation and for especially for in combat areas. And it is impossible for any aircraft to fly without the help of radars.
What is the principle behind it? Radar works in which principle?
Uses to release the radioactive rays in the air, and if any aircraft flies, it just hit that aircraft.
What is the difference between radioactive and electromagnetic wave?
It basically difference between in their wave frequencies and about their wavelength.
So can you tell me name of one of the widely used radar by Indian Air Force? Can you tell me name of radar which is being widely used by Indian Air Force in India?
I know about only few radars. First one is Rohini radar. Its range is quite good, and it is used by Indian Air Force since a long time. And there are new radars also been introduced like Vikram radar, but I am unaware about these radars.
Can you tell me something about THD 1955?
Sorry, sir, I don't know.
TRS 2215?
No, sir, I don't know.
Okay. Can you tell me something about missile system in India?
Missile system, India deals with one of the best missile systems. I think so, as it is only because of the one man. I used to give credit. It is because of the Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, honorable.
Late Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam joined the mission and delivered 5 missiles in 2008 under the program of integrated missile development. Can you tell me name of those 5 missiles?
Basically, those are Agni missiles. I know few ones only. First one is Agni, and there is an upgraded version of Agni 2. And sorry, sir, rest of the things I don't know.
Okay. Have you heard about Akash missile?
Yes, sir. Recently, it has
range of Akash missile.
It's about 400 kilometers. 4,000 kilometers.
Are you sure about it?
No, sir, I am not very sure.
Okay. Rohit, now coming to your participation in games, as you have mentioned that you have participated in chess. Can you tell me how many square are there in a chess box?
64, sir.
64.
Yes, sir.
Okay, in India, chess is not a popular choice among people, as if we compare cricket, as you also watch IPL. So can you tell me what is your opinion, and how government or the private sector can put their efforts to make this game more interesting and to make it more popular among people?
Chess is it's a popular game in India too, but it is not so popular as football, as cricket too is. To make it more popular, I think so that what I have experienced, there are very less chess academies in cities, and especially for the areas of rural, for town areas, there are no chess academies. So in order to improve the condition, as there is Ashish Nehra, its sports cricket academy in Allahabad, which recently has been launched. But recently no chess academies is launched in our cities, and no one also look after all these things though. So in order to improve the condition of chess, in order to increase the competition level and of the students, of the participants, India must have to develop firstly chess academies. As I have also experienced that there is only one chess academy in Allahabad, which I know it is in the area of civil lines. So it must be popularized, and India, not just the government, not just private sector, both of them must have engaged in these things, and they must first develop the chess academies so that it will become more popular, and we must also advertise these things too. As for cricket academies, we used to advertise. As for football academies, we used to advertise. As for cricket championship like IPL, like ISL football, we used to advertise, but we know doesn't used to advertise for chess or games like chess. So India have very good chess players like Vishwanath Anand, who has been the world champion since
He is Vishwanath Anand or Grandmaster Vishwanath Anand?
Grandmaster Vishwanath Anand.
When one can become Grandmaster?
After achieving the 2500 elo points.
So he has achieved, right?
He has achieved, and he has been the five times world chess champion. And recently in 2019, Koneru Humphrey, also Grandmaster Koneru Humphrey, also won the chess title by defeating a Chinese player.
Okay, very good information you are having about chess. Now moving forward, Rohit, I would like to know, what is your future goal after joining Indian Armed Forces? Which kind of person you would like to be?
I wanted to be a person as I am today. I wanted to be jovial. I wanted to be interactive, but I wanted to improve my hard work too. As Indian Armed Forces requires a lot of physical strength too, with mental strength too. So I would like to improve on all these things, and I will definitely improve during my training times. And my future plans, there is just one plan, just to serve the Indian Armed Forces, the first thing, and the other things is to serve my father and my mother.
Not your family?
Especially my father and my mother.
What about your elder brother?
I will definitely serve him, but I have said that my first priority is my father and my mother, as both of them have done a lot for me.
Okay. How did you prepare for your SSB for this time?
This time, because of lockdown, I was unable to meet people who have already got recommended, who have already visited the SSBs. As this time I have already a recommended candidate, so whenever I used to meet others to ask about what is about the SSB, like Army SSB little bit different from AFSB, as far as I think so.
At last, I would like to know, as you belong to Prayagraj, so it is this place is very famous for some holy rivers like Ganga, Yamuna, and Saraswati. So there is some fact and some mystery behind Saraswati River, and in Indus Valley civilization, this river helped in sustaining about this civilization. Now I would like to know, can you tell me certain facts about Saraswati River? Some people say that it is invisible as it is undergrounded. What is mystery and what information you have about Saraswati River?
The information that I have learned and I have seeked from my friends and from my areas, from my Allahabad, is that they usually believe that Saraswati originates from inside the earth at the main point of meeting of river Ganga and Yamuna. Some other believes that earlier it used to be there, but now there are no traces of Saraswati Ganga. However, recent studies have found that there are traces actually which are there found of river Ganga, as you already told me about the facts of the Saraswati in Indus Valley civilization. This was the river along with river Ganga who helped a lot for development of Indus Valley civilization. This much information I have regarding Saraswati, and in my opinion I don't think so that currently there is any traces found of river Saraswati, but I also believe that in past years it used to be there.
Okay, can you tell me about how many districts are touching border of Prayagraj district?
There are numerous of districts touching Prayagraj border. Firstly, it's Phaphamau, Naini, Kareli, and it is there is also borders of borders touching some famous cities like Phaphamau, and Pratapgarh also is there.
Okay, Rohit. So Rohit, all the best for your this SSB, and I hope that you will join Indian Army, not Indian Air Force. What do you say?
I would like to join any of the forces regarding army or any air force.
If you get opportunity to join Indian Army through technical entry, then your dream of being pilot will not get fulfilled.
No sir, it's not so. There are 1 or 2 seats for TS entry also, which used to be fulfilled at the end of the course. So I will definitely opt for army aviation.
Okay, it means you are aware about it.
Yes sir, I have searched it, that's why I am here for TS 44 course.
Okay, it means you are determined to join Indian Army and you want to be pilot of Indian Army.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Rohit, all the best for your this result, and I wish you best of luck.
Thank you sir.
जैसे कि आप सभी ने इस वीडियो को देखा और रिकमेंडेड कैंडिडेट की पूरे इंटरव्यू को अच्छी तरीके से सुना और आपने ऑब्जर्वेशंस ली किस तरीके के क्वेश्चंस होते हैं और साथ ही साथ में उसको कैसे आंसर करना चाहिए, कैसे जब आपको आंसर्स नहीं पता है तो उन्हें एक्सेप्ट करना चाहिए और किस तरीके से पॉजिटिविटी के साथ में आपके इंटरव्यू में अप्रोच होनी चाहिए. बेसिकली एट सेंचुरियन डिफेंस एकेडमी हमारे इलाइट पैनल ऑफ एसएसबी एक्सपर्ट्स का हमेशा से ये उद्देश्य रहता है कि हम आपको इंडिविजुअल गाइडेंस प्रदान करें जिसके तहत यदि आप कोई भी एक्टिविटी एसएसबी इंटरव्यू से रिलेटेड परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं उसका डीब्रीफ आपको जरूर मिले. तो आगे के सेशन में आप देखेंगे सर रोहित को डीब्रीफ करेंगे उसके परफॉर्मेंस के ऊपर, बिकॉज डीब्रीफ एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले करता है किसी भी कैंडिडेट के प्रैक्टिस के दौरान, क्योंकि डीब्रीफ हेल्प करता है किसी भी इंडिविजुअल को और ग्रो करने में और उसके शॉर्टकमिंग्स को इम्प्रूव करने में. सो इन दिस वीडियो just enjoy the debrief of Rohit, and in this manner not only for Rohit, for every candidate debrief is given at Centurion Defense Academy. So if you are looking forward for your SSB preparation, do join Team Centurion and gain exceptional individual guidance and personalized guidance by the experts.
Okay, now Rohit, it is time of feedback of your mock interview. Firstly, coming to the rapid fire round. During rapid fire round, your responses were quite well. You have delivered responses accurately in sequence also. But try to recall all the questions with the best possible way. Like lastly, 2-3 questions I think you asked me to repeat.
Sir, 3 questions.
3 questions you asked me to repeat. So do not, as your recommended candidate. So now your expectation becomes higher. What we expect you not to say, not to forget any question in rapid fire round. Try to recall all the questions, practice it. Okay, take 30-40 questions from your PIQ, ask your buddy, ask your friend from your room that he will dictate questions and you will practice it. So before joining for this SSB, you should at least go for 8 to 10 practices of rapid fire round.
Okay sir.
However, your performance in rapid fire round is satisfactory, because usually candidates, they speak hardly 8 to 10 questions. They manage to get response. They manage to tell responses of 8 to 10 questions. But you have managed effectively, and your rapid fire, your response in rapid fire questionnaire was quite impressive. Now coming to the certain questions related to journal awareness, like I have touched certain questions like about the radar system, where lack of knowledge was observed. So about radar system, as you are showing your firm determination to join Indian Armed Forces as a pilot. So in regards to pilot, or all the questions, all the possible questions related to Air Force as a pilot, you must go through. Because as a pilot, what are the possibilities of uh, what are the possible questions to be asked if you show that you want to become pilot? Number one, about radar system, about the principle used in radar, okay, applied in radar. Then next, about your missile system, as India, it is one of the strength of India. So missile system, about the five missiles, about recent missiles and its developments, its range, okay, about the type of missile, surface to air to air, okay, and anti-tank missile. Now coming to the aircraft, as you are forcing IO, or you are conveying IO that he will surely, you are concentrating me to ask certain, you are inviting me to ask certain questions related to aircraft, as your choice is to become pilot. So let it be any part of aircraft, let it be fighter aircraft, or you have nicely explained about the name of fighter aircraft, about the name of transport aircraft and helicopter, and about even unmanned air vehicle. Yes, you must go through and you must mug up all the possible questions related to general awareness, right?
Right, sir.
Now, next is if you're not sure about any information, like you told the when I asked about the range of Akash missile, then you wrongly explained that it is 300 kilometer. Then you change your response. If you are not sure about response, then directly say, sorry sir, I don't know, I will learn about it. And just after completion of this interview, go back to billet and try to get the response of the same question, right?
Right.
Because it will lead negative impact if you convey wrong answer, and with confidence conveying wrong answer will impact negatively, right? Okay, and when I asked about the opinion how you can make chess game more popularized, and what is your opinion in this regard, and then you could draw two ideas. Okay, that I appreciate, but try to add three, four, five more ideas. Okay, the more ideas you give, it will impact positively, it will reflect your level of interpretation, it will reflect your broader perspective, your visionary approach for each and every perspective in your life. Clear? So
Yes.
whenever it comes to it comes to, or if someone is asking to give ideas, then keep giving ideas, keep giving many more ideas. Okay, do not be limited with your ideas, as you have given only two ideas. I was expecting, as you are previously recommended candidate, so I was expecting more ideas from you. So by this way, you can give solid candidature. You can showcase your talent, and without doubt, surely he will give high grade, and he will surely recommend you. So in this next SSB, already you are recommended candidate. I am expecting you to score high, so that the possibility of getting merit out will be minimized. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, Rohit, coming to the rest of the expressions, your body language, it was quite good. Okay, as you're from Allahabad and this is Hindi Bhasi Kshetra, then also your language is good. And uh, when I asked you to about your one more observation, when I asked you what is your future goal after joining Indian Armed Forces, then you can tell two, three more points that I want to excel this, I would like to excel this. Do not be limited with two, 3 points. Tell that I want to add certain, I want to learn more things in my life. Do not be stick with 1 or 2 points only. Got the idea now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and rest was good, very good, and rest performance is quite impressive, and I'm hoping that everything is fine, and also you can work upon
enhancing your general awareness and about 10 international news, about 10 national news, okay, about the more information about the defense budget and more information about Indian Armed Forces, so that your every question will be answered and you will be able to answer every question confidently. So now you have to work to enhance your general awareness, okay, up to the next level, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so all the best.
Thank
Thanks.
you, sir.
So, if you are looking forward for your SSB preparation, do join Team Centurion and gain exceptional individual guidance and personalized guidance by the experts. Jai Hind. अगर आपने सेंचुरियन डिफेंस एकेडमी के YouTube चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो अभी सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन दबाएं ताकि लेटेस्ट नोटिफिकेशंस आपके पास में सबसे पहले पहुंचे।